Alrighty, let's talk about sex. So there was a study done, and I can't remember exactly who did it, but they compared people in a relationship who have great sex, great romance, and passion. They're in love with one another, and they don't just love one another, but they are in love, which we know does not have a shelf life from the research of Helen Fisher. Being in love doesn't have a shelf life. When you compare those people within the group of the study and the people who say they have great sex, it's not very satisfying if they don't enjoy it. Basically, the people who have great sex are doing about 13 things that other people aren't doing. There's a baker's dozen of things that people aren't doing when they have great romantic sexual relationships with one another. When the passion is there, when they're in love with one another. And when you look at this list of 13 things, it's not even actually rocket science. So now I'm going to talk to you about those 13 things. And I do believe from the study that was done that it was studied in 24 different countries to come up with these topics. So let's see what the list tells you and see what you're doing and what you're not doing. So number 1, they say, I love you every day and mean it. They do it, and they don't do it for a front. They really say, like, it's not just a passing comment, but they really say, I love you from heart, and it comes with eye connection as well. They kiss one another passionately for no reason at all. Not just when they want to have sex. They grab each other and they have a passionate kiss just because. And it's at least a 6-second kiss, and it's a real kiss. And I wonder if you could do that every day before the first person left the house for work, what difference that would make. 3, they give each other surprise gifts and compliments on a regular basis. 4, they know what turns their partner on and off erotically. So they have a love map to their partner's erotic world. They know what steps to take to get the accelerator going and what steps to put on the sexual brakes. And it is okay to be in the bedroom and ask for where you want to be touched. They are physically affectionate in public. Number 6, they keep playing and having fun together. And fun is so very important. As I've said, it's like the 7th human need. 7, they cuddle often. Cuddling is the gateway to having great sex, just like kissing. And if you want to read more about this, there's a book called The Science of Kissing that shows German men who kiss their German wives before they leave for work live 5 times longer than German men who don't kiss their wives goodbye. When there is a cuddle, I believe the science around cuddling is it releases oxytocin as well. And there's even people out there who are employed to go, they're professional cuddlers. Go figure, hey? 8, they make sex a priority. And it's not the last item on a long list of things to do either. So they're not trying to have sex when they're exhausted. They're making it an important thing. 9, they actually stay good friends. 10, they can talk comfortably about their sex life, what they're not getting, what they want to explore and change and try differently. 11, they have romantic weekly dates. Not just dates about who does what or to argue, but they regularly go on dates to build romance. They get to talk to each other. It could be a short dinner, a long dinner, dinner and a movie. 12, they take romantic vacations. And 13, they turn towards their partner's bids for connection. They build on those needs. So I guess maybe it's not that hard to do. It's not rocket science. It's 13 things. And it certainly does make being mindful within that relationship, and that the courtship doesn't have to end even after you've said, I do. And try these things before you say, I don't anymore. And it does keep going every day. The building trust is something you're doing every day. The building commitment and choosing that partner, choosing them every day. Because that's the person that's going to hold a candle to you, because you're the love of their life. And really listening so that the psychological calm is there. That's the trio of the variables: the trust, commitment, and physiological calm. So I guess final notes on all of this is to think about, where do most women go to at times of stress? Into their masculine energy. Where do most men go in times of stress? To the feminine energy, to please. What of the 6 relationship positions could you be in? Men can't truly live without a woman. And women can't fully live without a man. Because we do have something to give to each other in order to be fulfilled. And what is the most important decision in a relationship? To never question their intent. And that's about it. Well, it is it for now from this relationship mastery mini course. I'm sure you have found heaps of value in here about things that you never knew. But now you do know them. You can't unknow them. And I sincerely hope that you can implement some of this, because as I've said, now you know it, you can't unknow it. But what are you going to do with it? And how can you take action immediately? And I wish you all the best. And I do look forward to hearing from you and hearing your progress.